Hey everyone, welcome to another video. Today we're going to be talking about the latest episode of Survivor. It was a 2-hour episode today, and well, it was a 2-hour episode, regardless. So the first, and I feel like the eliminations for this episode were obvious. So we have. I'm just gonna kind of go out of order. We didn't really have a lot of. We did see that. I'm kind of going out of order, but we'll start with the first episode. So everyone wanted Nick out. They were all going after Nick. And it turns out Nick ended up winning immunity. So then they had to go after Michelle or Jeremy or someone or Denise or something like that, and they ended up going for Jeremy. They ended up going for Jeremy, but I believe Jeremy. Jeremy was the one to go, and Michelle actually played her 50-50 coin at Tribal. By the way, I don't really have a lot of time, so this is going to be kind of quick. I'm really sorry. They've kind of been all quick recently. But anyways, I do believe, honestly, I think they really wanted to finish up the season here, and they could have, I suppose, they could have just done these 2 hours as separate episodes. They could have done that. They really could have, and so we could have had 15 episodes. But I do know they don't really want the season to drag on a lot. So, of course, it's going to end up at 14 next week's a 3-hour episode. Now, we also saw this episode in the second half, the Edge of Extinction challenge, where they needed to find a throne. Since Natalie was there so often, so much, she knew exactly where it was, and she just bolted over there. Just bolted to the spot, and yeah, she just literally just bolted there. It was really insane. I love Natalie Anderson. I wanted to get back in the game, and at the end, she had 14 tokens. So yeah, it was back in the game. So there was talk about Denise going home and Ben going home, because Ben could obviously probably win the fire making challenge or something like that. Now, I would love Ben to go home personally. Yeah, I don't really like Ben at all. I don't think Ben deserves to win this season. Honestly, I think he's one of the worst winners in the history of the game. So, yeah. So, yeah. My prediction for the next episode, though, is that Natalie is getting back in the game. Well, that could be really wrong. But here's my prediction for the final 3. I think it could possibly be Tony, Sarah, and whoever comes back from Edge of Extinction. Or maybe it could be Tony, Michelle, and someone from the Edge of Extinction, because I do feel like it's either, I feel like Sarah or Tony would be voted out, and then if Tony was voted out, it would be Sarah, Michelle, and whoever. Look, for me, the worst final 3 possible this season would be Denise, Ben, and Michelle. I do not want that as the final 3. I feel like if Tyson gets back in the game, he's going to go right back. He's going to be running out right away. Because he's already got back in the game before. I don't want Tyson to get back in the game. I really don't. Anyway, so Michelle ended up winning immunity, and Nick actually. So since Natalie won the challenge, won the EOE challenge, she got. It was literally like a chance to give someone else a disadvantage in the immunity challenge, and she gave the advantage to Nick, and he had to give her 8 tokens, and he did. Even though Nick voted for Jeremy, so yeah, honestly, not the best choice for me. Not the best choice, but he did choose Ben. Now, honestly, for me, Nick was just kidding. Nick was voted up, and Michelle actually ended up winning immunity, and yeah, Nick was voted out. Like, it's kind of obvious. Like, next week, I don't know how the eliminations can possibly go. It kind of, like, if Natalie gets back in, she has immunity. Well, she has an idol, and then if she wins a challenge, she's pretty sad. So, yeah. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah. I kind of want to show something cool. So I found this thing on this post on Instagram, and it says, "Pick your sole survivor." And I literally looked at the comments. Here's what it says. Here's Tyson says, "I better be ready." Nick says, "Don't sleep on Chris Underwood." Natalie says, Natalie. Sophie says, me. Her. Eliza picks, says Sophie. Rachel Riley says Michelle. BB Survivor says Michelle. Michelle is alone. And then Natalie also said again, actually, I take it back. Rooting for Nadia Anderson. Let's go 20. And then Eliza said, Natalie, go 20. I'm so proud of you. I said, Tony or Natalie. Someone said, not Ben. Don't want Ben. I agree. I don't want Ben. Someone said, Tony, Boston Rob, Natalie, Michelle, Natalie, Tony, Sarah, Tony, Natalie, Tony, not Ben. Don't want Ben either. Tony, Edge of Extinction player. It's obvious gonna be Tony or Natalie. I think so too. The old gang, where you at? Natalie, Michelle, Nick. Why Nick? Tony, Boston Rob, Jeremy, and Natalie, Sandra. No. Tony, Sarah, Natalie, Michelle, Tony, Denise, Tony, Michelle, Nick, Rob, Jeremy, and we'll just read through a couple more until we get to the end of the page. Sarah, Michelle, Tony, not Ben, no, not somebody from the Edge. Someone said Tony, no, just not Ben. Michelle or Tony, Denise, Tony or Nat. Natalie Anderson, I really hope she gets back in and works her magic. So yeah, and then someone said that. So, yeah. Alright, guys, that's the end of this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like. I'm gonna go, and I'll see you guys in the finale, which I'll be streaming a live watch party as part of the Brandon show. So, anyways, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.